Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dr. Stone, which is on episode 8. This episode right here is on the mission to make something, but unfortunately, they're lacking something else. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that Senku explains to Kohaku along with Chrome about how to make antibiotics, and apparently they're gonna have to do it the Stone Age way, which if they do this the right way, they'll be 2 million years ahead. But there's one thing in certainty, that they're trying to make iron. Well, apparently they had to collect it, and then later on they will make it. Another character will come in named Suika, however you want to call it. I'll call it the watermelon child, because that boy or girl, whatever the gender that person is, has a watermelon head. Really, it's like he or she is wearing that watermelon. And we see to it that Senku asks Suika to maybe help out with some spying eventually. But this was only after they were trying to make iron, you know? This was the work of freaking Senku, Chrome, and Kohaku trying to make iron. From sand to freaking how am I supposed to say it? To real iron. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about, hopefully. I mean, they're trying to make an antibiotic, but for them to do so, they need one of the ingredients, which is iron, which apparently they tried to melt it down with the best of their ability, but apparently they need 1500 degrees Celsius, and they were doing it with 4 people. Senku was one of them, Kohaku, Chrome, and Suika. Unfortunately, they were unable to melt the iron, and Suika decided to do a little spying around the village here and there due to the fact that he or she is not an outsider. Eventually, she would bring in some news about some people want to eat some food, someone's getting tired of eating fried fish, and then there's 3 beautiful ladies in the village, which apparently wants a strong man. One wants to be fed, the other one just says, oh, I want this person to have good looks, you know, that kind of thing. And we see to it, of course, Senku decides to, maybe bait them through scientific means. And this is where he makes ramen out of, this kind of funny fern kind of thing. And Kohaku and Chrome actually like it very much. They go wow, dude, this is so delicious. Even Suika was interested. As for Senku, he goes oh my gosh, this is kind of terrible, but I guess it's okay for the time being. And he ends up making a ramen cart with the help of Chrome, Kohaku, and Suika, you know? And the episode ends off there. So, throughout this episode, it was just making their journey to make an antibiotic to save Kohaku's sister, because she's suffering from a certain illness. And they start by grabbing an ingredient, which is iron. They grab a lot of sand here and there, thanks to some kind of magnetic properties they would be able to find. But when it comes to melting it down to 1500 degrees Celsius, they really lack the major manpower to do so, which apparently they were unable to melt the iron they collected. So we had to it that Suika decides to spy around the village and reports back to Senku about what they want, what some villagers want, and Senku's like, you know what? I'm gonna bait them in using scientific means of food. And he ends up making ramen through these fern grass kind of things after maybe hours of work put into. But whatever the case may be, it was just funny stuff aside from that. Anyways, pretty funny episode, along with having to start their journey with an antibiotic, grabbing some iron, but trying to melt it down. They lack the manpower, and they had to make 1500 degrees Celsius to actually melt down the iron. So looks like to me it's gonna be one hell of a journey. But if they're gonna save Kohaku's sister, which Kohaku's crazy best girl if anything, they're gonna have to make the duties with antibiotics, starting with iron to grab the ingredient. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.